kittens. I had to say it. Let's see. Katie F. It's good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Jamie, Shug, Lisa. I saw Jamie was in the chat talking about her vet bill. I know how that is. It's ridiculous. Let me see if I can find my chat here. Cheryl, good morning. How are you? Cheryl, did you watch the other night, 90 Day Fiance, What Now? I missed it the other night, but I actually watched it yesterday after I got off my live stream while I was cleaning and stuff. I just love Jesse Meester on 90 Day Fiance. I know a lot of women don't like him, but I actually do. Good morning, Pamela. I just got through replying to your comment. Is it, okay, I'm going to try to pronounce your last name. Wiley. Wiley? Hey, Jermaine, good morning. I'm just going to say Pamela W. Weetsy, good morning. Jamie, I can relate. I just had to tell myself they're worth it. I was scared it was his heart lungs. He has a small heart murmur, but doctor thinks he was crying from pain arthritis. Almost seizure like scared. Well, we took Smokey to the vet. I don't know if he was in the chat yesterday, but we took Smokey, or Mark did, to the vet yesterday, and he waited out in the parking lot on him. They done a bunch of tests because Smokey, our schnauzer, has been coughing. It's been coughing for months. We didn't really know what was going on, so they done a bunch of tests yesterday. I've got the paper here. They did heartworm tests. They did x-rays, blood draw, intestinal parasite check. They gave cough tablets, rabies vaccination, DHLP-P annual, whatever that is. They gave him that rabies shot. And if y'all was here yesterday at the end of my live stream, Mark come in the bedroom and let Smokey in. He ran behind my rocking chair. He whined. And when I got off my live stream, he whined on and off all day long. And he was biting at his hip. I was like, what'd they do? Stab him with the shot? Like Mark said, they should have kept that dog for observation for a couple of hours. Because when he got to the vet, he did not cough the whole time he was at the vet. They should have kept that dog for observation. They charged us $500. They charged us $10 for making a phone call. They made a phone call from inside the vet's office to Mark sitting in the vet's parking lot and charged him $10. He said he didn't care to pay any fee for our dogs. He understands that the vets, they got to cover their education, their workers, their supplies, and their time. But to charge someone $10 to make a phone call, that is ridiculous. It's greed. Hey, Mac. Good morning. I'm just bitching about the vet. CC and Company said, yeah, I hope your babies are doing good, Jamie. Yeah, he cried all evening and never lose hope. Okay, just another Pamela that comes in here. She said take some cortisone cream and rub on his hip. So that's what I did. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, in Discord yesterday, I took a picture of the vet bill and showed everybody. Because it's ridiculous. Mark actually messaged them, and they said that where they done 3 or more tests on Smokey and had to call him, that's why. They said if they felt we were treated unfairly, to call a number. He said, no, that's okay. We'll just never be back. It's totally ridiculous. They did give him a flea pill, too, and heart guard. I forgot about that. And the cough pills. Not sure what they are. But I've been getting him to take those cough pills good. I get me a little piece of ham and just roll the pill up inside of it. He don't even, when you give him something like that, he don't even take time to chew it. He just swallows it. So that's been good. Every time I go to the vet, it's a financial panic attack. Well, this is what else my hubby said. When he called to make this appointment and was describing the symptoms to Smokey, he didn't think to ask for a price. But like he said, they should have told him, about how much it was going to be. Because what if they came out to the parking lot and said, "Hey, this is almost $500," and he said, "Hey, I don't got the money for it." What would they have done? They probably would have kept the dog. Of course, we had the money for it. Do you know what? Smokey's worth it. It's just the point about the $10 phone call. The rest of the bill, we don't care about. It's that $10 phone call. So they couldn't have charged 400 and let's just say $74. They couldn't just charge that. They'd have charged us $10 more for a phone call. It's bullshit. So we paid half cash and put the other like 100 and some on a credit card. It's a good thing you had that cash on him. Okay, so we're going to do an update, a couple of cases that happened a few months back. I ran across some updates this morning, and one of the updates is about the Todt family massacre, which happened in Celebration, Florida. Let me get the screen share, and I want to show you these kids. Lisa, Morgan, White Feather. Hey, girls. Oh, yeah, before we get started, does anybody watch Shoot the Shit? It's a YouTube channel. It's a brother and sister. They sit on their porch, and they shoot the crap. I don't particularly like that name, but anyways, they had Pet Idol last night on their channel. Of course, I was up late watching it. They had Pet Idol. I think there was like two $500 prizes and $1,000 winner. They're going to pick them tonight. Of course, I was in the chat promoting Sonny Rooster's channel. Hey, I don't care. My son's like, "You really go in people's chats and promote your Rooster's channel?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care if it's rude or not." But anyways, I had typed in the chat, "I wish I'd have entered my dwarf goat." And then people in the chat was like, "Yeah, I'd like to see a dwarf goat." And then lo and behold, here's this woman shows up to show her pets. And she's got 2 miniature donkeys. But anyways, tonight they're going to pick the winner. I'm going to tell you what, that's one of the best streams that I have seen in a long time. It's because it was about pets and just, it was just so cool. Lisa, I watched it. Yes. I was up late and then I stopped in. I saw that 411 Now, aka Will, was live. So I stopped in to see what he was doing. Heck yes, I seen it. I just didn't comment. Well, you know who I wish that we could vote. I wish that we could vote for the ones that the audience liked. But they've got some kind of anonymous judge. But I liked the white husky. It was a solid white husky. His name is Blizzard. And I wish his owner would come over to my channel because she's our type of people. She's a country person, and you could tell she was just a real nice, respectable person. We need to get her over here on our channel. But yeah, Blizzard was picked, and he can talk and say, "I love you." And he's got beautiful, I think they were blue eyes. That big 18-pound cat. I must have missed the 18-pound cat. Now, I got there late. I must have missed it. Now, the first one I saw was a little dog. She had hair bows in her hair. I believe she was a Cocker Spaniel mixed with something else. And she got mad because her owner was disturbing her. She was trying to sleep, so she just got it and walked away. It was so hilarious. But I guarantee if I had entered Annabelle, she would have won. But, it would have just been so dark over at the funny farm. It's not like I could have brought Annabelle over here in the house. My ex has a goat who's blind in one eye and one horn and looks like a unicorn. Oh, that's so weird you say that. I call Annabelle my little uni goat. She's a uni goat. She's a unicorn. I've always been obsessed with unicorns. Misty Walker. Good morning. I thought you joined the channel membership a while back. Good morning. Welcome, girl. It seems like that little dog's name was Macy Grace or something like that. Yep, hands down, Annabelle would have won. Yeah, my second pick besides the Husky last night was the miniature donkeys. They were really cool. People kept calling them jackasses, but they weren't. They're females. But anyways, yeah, we're going to get to the Todt family massacre here. I could talk about animals all day. I think we should have something. I can't give away $1,000, but maybe we could just have a live stream where people come up and show their pets. And we'll pick the cutest pet. Maybe give some kind of little cute prize or something. But if we do something like that, I hate to copy someone, but hey, at least I'm not taking the credit for the idea. But if we do something like that, I'd like for our audience to vote instead of having like a judge, But anyways, okay. So a Florida man that was accused of murdering his wife, children, and family dog, the dog's name was Breezy, earlier this year reportedly claims he has no recollection of what happened. As Crime Online previously reported, physical therapist Anthony Todt was arrested in January at his rented residence in Celebration, Florida. He has been charged with 4 counts of murder, 1 count of animal abuse in connection with the deaths of his wife, Megan Todt, and their 3 children, Alec, Tyler, and Zoe. He is also accused of killing the family dog, Breezy. Cute dog. There's that nasty ear ad again on here. So, just warning, there are some pictures here. Some people may consider them graphic. I don't. Okay. I used to know how to pronounce this county. Osceola. According to the Osceola County Sheriff, Russ Gibson, authorities did a welfare check on the Todt home on December 29th. Hey, that's my son's birthday. After a relative in Connecticut said they hadn't heard from the family in a while. The relative told police that the family may have had the flu. And here are the weapons. Here are the weapons that was used. Nothing suspicious was noted during the December visit to the home. Florida officers returned to the home on January 9th with federal agents. They served an arrest warrant from the Department of Health and Human Services after investigators alleged Todt scammed insurance companies for numerous years. Excuse me. Inside the home, investigators discovered a grisly scene. Todt's wife, Megan, had a stab wound to her stomach. Their 2 sons also had stab wounds on their abdomens. According to investigators, the boys' bodies were completely black and had started to decompose. The youngest child, Zoe, didn't have obvious physical trauma, the report stated. Investigators said they found the little girl at the foot of the bed wrapped in a blanket. And here is the clothing that the little boys were wearing. They are bloodstained. The little boy's shirt, it's completely soaked in blood. On Monday, the Orange Osceola State's Attorney's Office released a jail call made in February between Todt and a relative. I don't remember anything over Christmas and pretty much the first week I got here, Todt said during the 15-minute call, obtained by Click Orlando. I don't remember coming here. I don't remember anything. While discussing where his belongings should go, Todt mentioned his daughter's Mickey Mouse necklace that he wanted to find. He claimed Zoe wanted the necklace. Okay, Lisa, I see why you said that about that Mickey Mouse necklace now, earlier in the chat. These bedrooms look a complete mess. Okay. He says, but I couldn't find the Mickey thing, so if you could find that, but I couldn't find it in the jewelry box, I ended up falling asleep. And let's just leave it at that. Well, let's listen to this phone call, shall we? Let me finish reading the article, and we're going to listen to this phone call. Following this arrest, Todt was taken to the hospital after taking Benadryl pills and commenting about harming himself. I didn't know people could OD from Benadryl. According to court records, Todt was deeply in debt and faced eviction, along with several lawsuits from creditors, which may possibly have sent him over the edge. He could have had like some kind of, I don't know, I'm not a professional. I think Mac is a therapist that's in the chat, but some kind of mental psychotic break where his light switch just flipped and he killed his family and has no memory of it. I'm not making excuses for him, but that is possible for things like that to happen. But also, people use it as an excuse a lot. And we can see there's a picture of his hands right here, cut and bruised. I mean, he brutally slaughtered his family like he was slaughtering hogs. Okay. Allegedly, the kids had rosary beads wearing them. According to a 36-page affidavit filed in federal court and obtained by Crime Online, Anthony Todt, who owned Family Physical Therapy in Connecticut, billed insurance companies for extra services that never happened and for appointments that never took place. Numerous parents of children who were patients at the Family Physical Therapy confirmed that their insurance companies were billed for therapy sessions their children never attended. Hold on, guys. I got to mute. I got to cough real quick. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just hate coughing and everybody hearing me. Todt owed over $100,000 to investors after taking out loans from 20 different commercial lenders to fund his business. 20 different commercial lenders? He got loans? Jesus. He's accused of defrauding the government's Medicare and Medicaid programs, as well as private insurance companies, such as Anthem Blue Cross Shield, to pay off his debts. Okay, so the boys were wearing rosary necklaces at the time of their deaths. I'm wondering if he made them put those on. Anthony Todt remains behind bars in isolation. Before hanging up, he told his family member that he never stopped loving his wife. Just so you know, I couldn't take the love out of loving her. I wanted you to know. So let's go back up and we're going to listen to this phone call. I like to listen to stuff instead of just reading it. Okay, let me find it. Okay, here it is.
Call number 8863656. Inmate ID 001205085. Date 2022/27.
Jesus,
Time
just get to it.
125348. Dialed number 1-860-235.
Goodness gracious.
230. From station 12114. Press 1 for English. The time is 12:53 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a call. Press 4 for the message system.
Jesus Christ.
Please enter your PIN number. After the tone, please say United States.
United States.
Jesus
Press 0
Christ.
to make a prepaid select call.
Takes forever.
For speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 to hear your balance. Press 9 for help. For calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please enter the area code prefix.
They got to go through an act of Congress to make a phone call at the jail, huh?
Hello, you have a prepaid call from...
Thanks, Matt.
In an inmate at
Osceola County Correctional.
Your account balance is $25. To hear the charges for this
Good
call,
Lord,
press
get to the phone
or
call.
say 2. To accept this call, press or say 5.
It won't let me go
Use this
speed
call,
it up.
hang up now. To block this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time.
Starting Monday, February 3rd, fresh favorites cannot be ordered for approximately 2 to 3 weeks.
Thank you for using IC Solutions.
No, it won't let me speed through it, guys. I was trying to listen to that, people. Let me go back to that. I was trying to listen to that, and it X'd out. God bless America. This is why I get so pissed off at technology and trying to screen share and stuff. Okay, let's try this again.
Call number 8.
Okay, maybe we can skip through it.
Where I was, where I am, and
You go back.
I can explain.
Thank you for using IC Solutions.
Okay,
You
guys,
may
sorry.
begin speaking now.
Hello?
Hey.
What's up, Cheese Muff?
Good to hear your voice.
I've been held in isolation. I still am. I'm making this phone call under direction and supervision.
No, I get it.
No, it's beyond what I can explain right now.
No, trust me. So, just, high level. Are you
Tough kitty,
okay?
said the kitty.
Yeah, I'm in a isolation cell, wearing a vest only for the past at least 6 weeks, they've been telling me. I don't remember anything pretty much over Christmas and the first week I got here. I don't remember coming here. I don't remember anything. After the events, what happened, all that kind of stuff. I have no idea where I was, where I am. And the only thing I remember is being at the hospital, I guess I assumed before I got here, and I remember them talking about charcoal, 5th floor, and catheter. And that's all I remember. And I will remember waking up here and seeing one of the officers I've become pretty close with. Other than that, I have no idea anything.
Bullshit.
I'm very, very worried about you.
Worried about him. He slaughtered his family.
I'm meeting my attorney in a second. Did a couple things. Number one, and I know, and you know me, I've always done the business. But I really get a couple things done. On that sheet with, thank you. Thank you, Miss Mendoza. She's my sweetheart. Mendoza, you talked to her.
No, I didn't really talk to her because she wouldn't talk to me. Because you need to sign an authorization for her to talk to me.
I did. I signed off.
Okay.
All that kind of stuff a couple weeks ago.
She wouldn't tell me anything because I feel like I've had to. It's really hard on this side.
I'm just wondering how, I know this is probably his family he's talking to, but I'm just wondering how you could be that supportive of someone who murdered their entire family, their wife, their 3 kids, and their dog. I know this is probably one of his family members, but still, like if one of my brothers did that, I just know I wouldn't be that supportive. I know it. I know myself. I couldn't go along with it, even though I love my brother. I don't know. I guess we don't know until we're in someone else's shoes.
Trying to just see if you're okay.
I don't even know what is going on.
I know.
We are talking, Remy, We are talking about Anthony Todt, who murdered his entire family in Celebration, Florida back in December.
And it's best just to talk to your attorney, you know.
I read one of the news articles, one of the social worker brought into me, and of course Robert, you know.
I don't even want to get into him. I mean, we can. It's up to you, but I'm
I want to
just.
talk about it right now. I want to talk about other things.
Tell me, keep going too.
I love you. Okay.
I love you too.
Are you capable of love? No.
I want you to know a couple things. That you cared me. And I absolutely love Todd and okay, dang it. Through everything.
You murdered her. How can you love her?
Because when things will come out, you can't talk about it right now. Realize that, okay?
I know, and I'm holding on to that, which is why so much of this doesn't make sense. But you know, I mean, I'm here for you. I am, and I will be with you, Mom, Kelly, Lee. We're all here. Obviously, we're all at different stages of, you know, grieving, but we're here for you. We are.
So that must be his sister, or someone closely related to him. You know, I'm here for you. How can, like, he murdered your nieces, your family members, your sister-in-law?
Huh?
I don't know. It's weird.
Is Mom okay?
Yeah, it's his sister.
Well, hold on. Give me a sec to think of that. She's okay. I mean, obviously, she's very upset. She's reliving a lot. And the media sucks, and people are stuck. But she's okay. She's strong, and you know that she's strong. So she will make it through. She'll be fine.
Bless his mother's heart.
I will.
It's not her fault.
They have your stuff. They just don't. They're kind of. I hate to say it like this. They're trying to. I feel like they're taking my lead. You know what I mean? I've given them the address to write, but I said I haven't heard. I don't know if he's gotten anything. So I think they've been waiting.
Two of them. One of which you said yourself the address stopped the envelope. They sent something back to you.
Retarded.
This man had his family's dead bodies inside the house for weeks.
Don't give me sign. Okay.
I know.
And
Yeah, I mean, I sent you like 6 letters.
I've got 2.
Okay.
January, and I got the one from Uncle Martin saying he won't desert me and he needs us some money and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. Good. I'm gonna let him know that you got it.
And I can't. This is the only phone call that we make, and this took hoops to jump through.
I know, and I get it. That's fine.
Sounds like an enabler, Pamela.
Executive LA.
Okay.
It's called Park and Fly now. I don't even know what the charges are right now, but I know Kelly needs a new car.
Okay.
Or Ella, you know, the car is in great condition. It might need new batteries, definitely needs new tires, but the car is in phenomenal condition.
Okay.
Just do with it as you seem appropriate, okay?
Okay. I need you when I am flying down there next week because we've got to do a couple things. I will.
They have me in isolation.
No, I know I can't see you, and I keep waiting for visitation. I get that. But they said I can come by the jail so you can sign a power of attorney.
Okay, that's fine. Because I'm sure.
He sounds pretty rational, doesn't he? He doesn't sound like, you know, someone that's had this big psychotic break and murdered their whole family and don't remember. I mean, he seems, I don't know, he just talks normal to me.
Life insurance and all that kind of stuff, you need to take care of all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, and the other piece is
he knows he was charged for murder.
Sometimes people are talking to me because they know who I am, but whether or not they have the authority to. So I'll bring that down next week. I don't know exactly what day, but just they said I can see a social worker and still bring it back to you to sign.
And Citizens there's a balance in my Citizens business account, just so you know.
Okay.
The problem was, there was, with everything going on, there was an issue and they ended up freezing because and then everything.
Okay.
So,
I got you.
Morning, little Kelly.
And then
the night everything happened. Okay.
Say it again?
The night everything happened, after dinner, I went over to the condo. Okay. The condo key is the mini key. It's Minnie Mouse. Okay, just so you know. Okay. I told the social worker, but I'm not quite sure, or the lawyer, but I'm not quite sure if he revealed that to you yesterday or not.
Okay.
Yoda is the office key. Mickey is the house key. Just so you know. Okay.
Okay.
I got baseball cards and that kind of stuff up in the office. In my car, there's a bunch of rare baseball cards that Tim should have, or Ella should have.
Killed his family and worried about his rare baseball cards.
Okay. And where are the cards at?
Those specific ones are in a blue Tupperware container in the back of my car.
Oh, is that his cousin, Neverly's Hope?
Gave me year after year after year, and those are up in the office, the office celebration. My Apple Mac is in my Mac desktop in my physical therapy office.
He don't remember the murders or what happened or getting to jail or what he's charged with, but he remembers all about his Apple, whatever, and his baseball cards, don't he? And the life insurance. That's clear in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Has all
Narcissist.
pictures.
Okay.
All the pictures up until maybe a year or two ago.
Okay.
What picture I've ever taken?
Colchester or?
Colchester.
Okay. I've been in contact with that.
The Paradise Agency.
Yes, I've been in contact with them. Yeah, so that's saving too. Once I have that power of attorney, hopefully I can go in and get that stuff. I've talked to them about not getting rid of anything yet because just don't, you know.
Nice guy.
Yep. Okay.
Also, but the night everything happened. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I went over because Zoe wanted her Mickey silver necklace for reasons you'll find out later. Okay.
Yeah.
Megan had said it was in the jewelry box that's hanging on the back of the door of the master bedroom.
In a condo.
In the condo.
Okay.
I went there after we ate dinner. Kind of grossed out because my son ate the leftovers of the meal it was a seafood dinner that they mistakenly gave to me instead of a chicken dinner. So he was eating tentacles. I was going to puke, you know what I mean? That's out for you. But anyways, I went over to the condo to get that. That was the one last thing we needed. I spent about 2 hours over there trying to find the key. We couldn't find the key. So about 7:30.
He remembers all that, but not the murders.
Garage, and got the crowbar. Went back to the condo and opened it up. Okay. I left it open because I figured you were up and you would have come down later and take care of it. But I couldn't find the Mickey thing. So if you could find that, but couldn't find it in the jewelry box, I ended up falling asleep. And let's just leave it at that. Okay. I fell asleep I was supposed to wake up.
This is what I'm saying. Like he said, at the beginning of this call, he said he didn't remember the murders, getting to jail, or anything. But now he's remembering about the seafood dinner and going and looking for the Mickey Mouse necklace. It don't make sense. He's contradicting himself.
11:30. Didn't wake up the next morning. So if you can find that, just keep it safe.
I will.
Oh, are you crying?
Sorry.
Oh, poor baby.
No idea what I told investigators because I was completely stowed. I had no idea. I just know that I'll protect Megan so you see them there again. I just realized I was supposed to.
This man knew he was going to prison for a long time. He knew that the feds were after him, so he murdered his whole family. Didn't have the balls to kill himself. Not that I want anyone to kill themselves, but you know what I'm saying.
I do wish that you would have talked to me a little bit more, though. And I get it, and we, don't get into it, but I love you.
But yeah, I was asleep.
What?
I can wake up the next morning. So,
What?
because of diabetes and everything.
Poor pitiful me.
But just so you know, couldn't take the love out of it over here.
Honey, let me tell you something. You couldn't take the love out of it. If you love someone, you do not want to see them hurt. You would not hurt them physically or emotionally.
I wanted you to know. So thank you.
I got Mom. Her dad's going back.
You got it?
I haven't found it. I haven't gone down there yet. I go down there Monday.
Okay.
It's
the condom. It was on my possession. I remember putting it on my crucifix around my neck.
Oh.
That crucifix didn't help you, honey.
Okay. It's on a necklace.
On my neck, yes, because in my wedding.
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait. On the necklace that you were wearing?
Yeah, I was wearing a necklace. I wore a necklace.
Okay, so the police, I don't know if the police or the jail might have, because I asked about yours and Megan's wedding rings.
Can't remember anything, but he remembers all about necklaces and everything else but the murders. I'm not buying that.
Megan's wedding rings got stolen a couple years ago by the babysitter. Can't prove it, but.
Okay, but she had rings on her.
She had my wedding ring on her thumb.
Okay.
On her left thumb.
So then I need to, okay.
So someone that can't remember, he remembers a hell of a lot.
I don't know who has your necklace on.
I don't know. I put that on and it's a tight takeoff.
Why in the F does it matter about the jewelry? He murdered his whole family. He murdered 4 people, 5 counting the dog. Can't remember anything about the murders, being arrested. Can't remember after the murders when he was living in the house with the dead bodies, sleeping in the house with the dead bodies. He don't remember any of that, but he remembers the little small details about the necklaces and Megan having his wedding band, wearing it as a thumb ring. I'm calling bullshit on this.
So I had it on me the whole time. There's a few things I do remember. And I remember always checking to make sure it was there. It was always strapped around my crucifix.
Okay. Sheila had told me a crucifix, so I was thinking a wall crucifix. And I remember thinking that was weird because I was like, they didn't have wall crucifixes.
That's one.
But now that makes. Okay, all right. So I'll see how I can find out where your necklace is. I'll work on that. Don't worry about
that
it. I'll figure it out.
It was I swear to you, that's the one thing.
What about that necklace that he murdered his whole
Your
family?
wedding ring was on Megan. Okay, because I did get confirmation that they said they had Megan's wedding ring, but they may not.
He don't deserve them.
Okay.
That's my Megan's wedding ring got stolen by the babysitter. Long story short,
Bullshit.
babysitter showed up, and all of a sudden Megan remembers taking her rings off. She's gonna chase the baby, and then babysitter came, etc. Later on that day, wedding rings were gone. Babysitter just never came back.
Can't believe this man.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm so sick of listening to this phone call.
I find about the car, but that's the other piece too. I need that POA in order to do anything.
Yes, Executive Valet is on Suffield Street and right up by the house. It's called Park and Fly Executive Valet now.
Executive Valet. So the other thing is, you left your keys there, I would imagine, right?
All my keys, my car keys at Executive Valet, and there's another car key in the house and all.
I'll tell you one thing. For this man to have some kind of psychotic break and kill his whole family and not have any memory of it, he remembers more details than I can. Hell, I can't remember where I put my jewelry at. He's lying. He remembers what happened.
All that kind of stuff are in the house.
I thought it's at Bradley. Okay.
Reserve.
Yeah, Tremaine, exactly.
Yeah, I got it's at Bradley.
What are the cars at Bradley?
Oh, shit,
Yeah, Max. Sounds just like Chris.
$25 for a minute. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. It just told me there's a minute remaining. I'll put more money on whenever you get a chance to call. Okay?
Yeah, I'm meeting with the attorney this afternoon. I'm going to call as soon as possible. I don't remember Mom's number, so if you can write that down and send it.
You got it.
The only remember my number, I remember 877915, which is not.
I know that's not.
And 2558351, as I remember that one.
I'll send them the
Okay,
next letter,
dumbass,
and I
we
just
got
money
it.
on that
You
card.
can't remember but certain
I'm
things.
not able to use it anyways until I get out of isolation, but thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I love you. It's just,
Buddy,
I love
let me
you.
tell you something. You're not going to want to get out of isolation. You murdered little children, your wife, and a dog. No, inmates don't take too kindly to that crap. We're going to go back up. We're going to look at these little kids' clothes here again. Look how much blood is on this shirt, the boxer shorts, and the little pants. He butchered his family. He slaughtered them like hogs. I hate to put it that way, but that's exactly what he did. But he can't remember anything but about jewelry and his damn baseball cards. I don't believe it. If he couldn't remember the murders, he wouldn't have been able to remember if she had rings on her hands and stuff. That's my opinion. I call bullshit. Denial of awareness. He's so concerned about himself. Isn't he so special? Yeah. Denial of awareness is a major forensic means of deception. Yeah. He's trying to, act like to his family like he had some kind of psychotic break and don't remember murdering his family or living in the house with the dead bodies. But yet he remembers the baseball cards, the jewelry, all that crap. He's a narcissist. Diane's channel had a good stream last night with a guy named H.G. Tudor. I think that's his name. Self-proclaimed narcissist that's wrote books and stuff. And from what he described last night, Anthony Todt here is a narcissist. Yeah, what a piece of crap. We're going to be following this trial whenever it happens because it's going to be very interesting. What an evil piece of crap. Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. I mean, he just like talking to her on the phone. He didn't sound like someone that's murdered their whole family and sitting in jail. He just didn't sound that way. Don't these people know that the jail records all the calls? I mean, that's so stupid. They can use this against him. Didn't they do Casey Anthony that way? They recorded her calls and her visits with her parents. Yeah. This is what I think. He was getting ready to be arrested on federal charges. He was going down. He was going to lose his business. They was broke. And he decided to murder his family. He blamed the stolen rings on the babysitter. Yeah, he was broke. He probably went and pawned them. They're from originally from Connecticut. They had physical therapy office up in Connecticut. He sounded so calm and normal. So not the case. Yeah. He didn't sound like someone that had, sometimes when you have something traumatic happen, it will affect it will affect your memory. I know when I witnessed that suicide, I can't remember certain things about it. But I don't believe that's the case here. He's trying to put the blame off on like something mental happened with him, and that's not what happened. He pulled a Chris Watts is exactly what he did. Our other update we were going to do, I did a video on this a few months back, I'm pretty sure. If not, we talked about it on the live stream. But there was an infant found in a cemetery. She was left out in freezing temperatures. It may have been a boy. I can't remember if it's a female or a male. But they finally got an autopsy back, and it says the autopsy for the 6-month-old baby who was found dead in a South Carolina cemetery found that the infant died of hypothermia. For a while they didn't know exactly how she died. I had a pretty good idea of how she died because she was left out in the cemetery, baby. Authorities issued an Amber Alert in February for Chai Liam Cody Brown Erickson, who was last seen with his mother, Tamara Brown, who reportedly drove with the baby from their home in Matthews to Charlotte. State officials issued the Amber Alert the morning after the mother was discovered at a mall without her son. The same day, the infant was found dead in a cemetery at Sharon Memorial Park. The autopsy has determined that the baby died of hypothermia as a result of exposure to below freezing temperatures. The mother has been charged with murder. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she has a history of mental illness. Oh, is that all the update about it? Yeah. Well, this mother, she has a history of mental illness, and she should have not been taking care of this baby by herself. Really, because I'm pretty sure that she has schizophrenia. I was hoping that article had a little bit more in it, but I'm on the phone. My internet on my tablet went off. Oh, okay. I know how that is. He took a bunch of Benadryl. Oh, yeah, the Anthony Todt guy. Yes. Speaking of Benadryl, I had to give my son some Benadryl this morning. His eyes has been bothering him. I hope he's not developed an allergy to the dogs. Speaking of tablets like Feather, I got to dig out my tablets. I could use those to look at my chat instead of my phone. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yeah. So they found a woman's body in a freezer. A freezer that had stopped working. And people at the apartment complex, they were smelling this foul smell. So they went to that freezer. It was outside this guy's apartment. The doors to the freezer were up against the wall. But anyways, they got it opened and they found a woman's body. It says rotting body in a broken refrigerator at her boyfriend's apartment building. This happened, it says a Pennsylvania man was criminally charged after his missing girlfriend's body was reportedly discovered in his apartment building on Monday. KDKA reported that residents at McKee's Rocks apartment building informed police of a foul odor. An investigation led them to the second floor, where they reportedly discovered Christy Jefferson's badly decomposed body in a broken refrigerator. Her body was allegedly wrapped in a sheet. Her body was also described as being partially dismembered, according to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. WPXI reported that the refrigerator containing Jefferson's body was located in a hallway 20 feet from Daryl Jones's front door, and he is the boyfriend. There he is. Jefferson, 38, was last seen on April 26 when she FaceTimed with relatives who ultimately requested a welfare check. Jones, 40, allegedly has a violent past, with neighbors telling KDKA that Jones and Jefferson fought on a regular basis. Officers who canvassed the apartment building also detected a foul odor coming from the basement. There, they discovered bags of bed sheets that were covered in bodily fluids. Police claim they also discovered numerous items with Jefferson's name on it inside and outside of Jones's apartment. Jones, who's currently charged with abuse of a corpse, remains jailed without bail. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for July 14th. They've not charged him with murder yet. The medical examiner is in the process of determining her cause of death. People are sick. Like, who in their right mind? Let's look. Bless her heart. I'm sure she was scared to death when he was murdering her, violently murdering her. He looks like a real weirdo. But speaking of causes of death, I saw that Lori Vallow's defense team is requesting Tammy Daybell's autopsy results. Why? Why do they want Tammy Daybell's autopsy results? What does that have to do with Lori Vallow's missing kids? What she's charged with right now? Why does the defense want that? That's really weird to me. Rita, good morning. The Jeffrey Dahmer routine or John Gacy. Yes, we're going to have to do a John Wayne Gacy stream. I thought I'd done one before, but maybe not. I like doing discussing serial killers and stuff. When my son goes back to visit with my mom for a couple of days, maybe we can do it. I'll have more time to prepare and things. Ariana. He does look like a real sicko, Lisa says. Good morning, Ariana. I'm supposed to be studying for my Spanish lesson tonight on Zoom, but my verb conjugations can wait until after this live. Love to all from Edinburgh. Is it Edinburgh? I knew you was from a different country. Girl, you better get to your studies. I wonder if, speaking of studies, I wonder if school will start back next year. My hubby said he heard it may be closed for 2 years here in Virginia. I hope not. Did you see Lori's mom and sister trying to act stupid on TV? No, I must have missed that part. I watched that Dateline episode, but y'all know how I am. I'll get to watching something and then I'll get up and be moving around and I miss parts. So I didn't see that, but I'm going to check in. I heard that Lori's parents are a little fruity too. All I know is Lori Vallow, there's a lot of people that has died around her that she's connected to. And I have seen her right after someone died on body cam footage after Charles Vallow was shot and killed in her home by her brother, Alex Cox. She was outside talking to the police. I've never seen anyone act like that when someone just got killed. She was laughing, joking with the police about, oh, what's the neighbors going to think? Smiling, almost kind of flirty with him. She wasn't upset because she wasn't shocked that Charles was killed because she knew Alex was going to shoot him that morning. It was premeditated. She needed Charles out of the way, and I have a suspicion that she did something to Joseph Ryan, Tylee's dad. She did something to him that made him have a heart attack. That's what I believe. We'll probably never know because I believe he was cremated. But that would just make sense, okay? She needs all the baby's daddies out of the way, right? Anybody that's going to stop her from fulfilling her plan with Chad Daybell. I think these two are going to go to prison. It's just a matter of time. Police are going to find out exactly what happened to Tammy Daybell and the kids, especially the kids. Lori learned a lot of her behavior from her lovely mother. Oh, gosh, guys, I'm going to have to find out about Lori's mother. Let me see if I can find anything right now. Let me stop screen sharing. Let me get out of this. Okay. Back to that case of that lady that left her baby in the cemetery. This woman was really mentally ill. And I'm not so sure that she belongs in prison. I know she left her baby in a cemetery and it died of hypothermia, but she is not right in her mind. She has a history of severe mental illness. She should have not had that baby. But anyhow, that just crossed my mind. I just wanted to say that. Now, let me see. Okay, here we go. Lori Bellow's mother and sister. Let me go to my screen share. Oh yeah, guys, I'll probably be doing a members, channel members stream this weekend. Maybe one night I could do it actually. But anyhow, I'm going to let y'all know. Oh, so here's these two freaks. Sorry, I'm a little mean sometimes, y'all.
Want it all? Get it all with Smith Chevrolet and Honda.
Okay. Let's mute that. And let me stop screen sharing that ad so I won't get in trouble. I didn't know it's going to play that damn ad that loud.
Her for the very first time, Lori Vallow is charged with 2 counts of felony abandonment in the apparent disappearance of her children, Tylee and JJ. She has not yet entered a plea. No one has seen the kids since last fall. Now Vallow's mother and sister tell 48 Hours Vallow would never harm her children. They spoke to Jonathan Bigliotti in an interview you will see first on CBS News.
CBS don't strike
She's
me.
invested her whole life in those children.
Oh,
so
really?
we know there's another whole side to this. We don't know what it is, but we know her.
Lori Vallow's mother, Janice Cox, and her sister, Summer Shiflett,
Excuse me? Lady, everybody in this world, all across the world, is concerned about Lori's children and where they're at. And she has to do one simple thing: produce them. Let someone see them. Let someone know that they're okay. And the bitch won't do it. Excuse my language.
insist Vallow is a loving, dedicated mother.
Bullshit.
Not the monster they say is depicted in the media.
I have to see my family slaughtered on the news every day. This mob mentality
Your family slaughtered, your brother slaughtered Charles Vallow.
of calling for, Lori to be just be hung in a public square, basically.
She should
is what
be
it feels
for not
like.
producing her kids.
Authorities say Lori's children, 17-year-old Tylee and 7-year-old JJ, disappeared last September, shortly
She
after
killed
they
them.
moved
She
to
had them
Rexburg,
killed.
Idaho from Arizona. According to the police, Tylee was last seen hiking in Yellowstone National Park with her family on September 8th. Roughly a week later, JJ was captured playing outside on a neighbor's doorbell camera. Investigators say he vanished
people's
on September
delusional.
23rd. But that's not true, says Cox, who claims she briefly spoke with a healthy and happy JJ on October
Bullshit.
1st.
I talked to him. He just takes the phone, and he knows. He knows.
Let me tell you something, Granny. You're on this interview smiling and this and that. You're concerned about where your children are at. Where's the concern? Or do you know where they're at? That's why you're not concerned.
Who we are.
Rexburg police
Idiot.
declined to comment regarding Cox's claim that she spoke to JJ in October. Cox provided CBS
Don't
News
believe
a
it.
phone bill showing the alleged call. Also that
That-
fall,
that don't
Vallow
matter.
married for the 5th
Don't
time.
prove shit.
Vallow and her new husband, Chad Daybell, whose wife died weeks
Look at that
before,
ugly thing.
appear to be living in Hawaii without
Permanent
Vallow's
friend.
children. Lori severed ties, broke off marriages with several husbands.
Yeah.
Did she ever express resentment for her children?
Never. No.
Never. She told people that they were demons, soulless beings walking the earth, zombies. She described them as zombies, which is soulless beings that walk the earth. People that walk the earth without a soul.
Police arrested Vallow in February on abandonment charges
That
and
ugly
brought
lipstick.
her back to Idaho, where she's being held on a $1 million bail. Cox and Shiflett believe Tylee and JJ are still alive.
I
The
don't.
kids aren't dead. Where could they be?
That's a question. That's a great question.
As a loving grandmother,
Where's the
as a
concern,
loving aunt,
ladies?
You haven't even
Y'all
approached that
smiling.
question with her. Where are the kids?
She can't tell us.
Why not?
She's in jail. She's not going. Everything's recorded. She can't discuss anything about the case. And I'm positive beyond
Okay.
any
Okay.
doubt.
Hold up. Their excuse, she can't tell them where the kids are because she's in jail and everything's recorded. But why didn't she tell them before her ass was arrested? Got news for y'all. She ain't never getting out of jail. Wait and see. Never. Her ass is going to prison. Sorry, guys, I get carried away.
That she hasn't harmed those kids.
For 48 hours, I'm Jonathan Vigliotti, Los Angeles.
Bullshit. What a bunch of nut jobs. Sitting there smiling, talking to that guy, making excuses for Lori that she can't tell where her kids are because she's in jail. What was the freaking problem before that? And CPS, oh, I was just listening. I thought she was talking to me. Pamela, you're talking to Mac. Great narration, CC. I would be pissed if that was my sister or daughter. Hey, I would have, if that had been my brother before he went to jail, I'd have walked up to him and shook the shit out of him and said, where is my niece and nephew? I wouldn't be on TV taking up for him. If I did an interview, you know, I wouldn't be taking up for him. I would be, you know, concerned and worried. There was no concern and worry in those two ladies' faces. And they really need somebody to do their makeup for them. And Lori and her stupid red orange lipstick. Jesus. Light feather, I'm with you, CC. I get worked up about these true crime cases. I really do. Especially when you watch ignorant people like that. I mean, your grandchildren have been missing since September. And you don't seem a bit concerned. And your excuse is, oh, Lori can't tell us where they're at because she's in jail and it's recorded. But what about before that? That's what I would have said if I'd been that guy interviewing. What's the excuse before that, lady? Where's the concern? They don't seem concerned, so maybe the kids ain't dead. Maybe they know where they're at. I just feel like Lori's sitting in jail, can't get out. The coronavirus is real bad. You know, I'm sure she don't like being in jail. You would think she would produce those kids so that she could get out of jail. I don't think she can produce them because I believe they're deceased. And hair trapped in the 80s. Yeah, they're trapped in the 1980s. Hey, Grady needs to lighten her makeup up a little bit. It was kind of dark and a little, she needs to use some, she needs to bake her face, as we call it. You know, you put your foundation on it and you bake it with powder. That's the way I do mine. Cement shoes. Lori's lipstick looked like chapstick and flamingo hot Cheeto dust. I know it. But you know what? Lori was a beautiful woman back in the day when she was normal, if she's ever been normal. You know, she was in that Mistress Texas contest and stuff, but now she looks totally different. She's got that same frown that Chad Daybell's got. Them two's going to prison. Investigators can prove that Lori Vallow used Charles Vallow's Amazon account, credit card, whatever, to order wedding rings 2 weeks before Tammy was even dead. She knew Tammy was going to die, and she was going to marry Chad. They had been having an affair. Tammy was a healthy woman. Healthy woman, great person, loved ducks, which I think is really cool. She was an animal lover. You know, she just dies in her sleep, and the family doesn't want an autopsy. Y'all, that's not how it works. This was the medical examiner's fault that Tammy Daybell didn't have an autopsy. When a healthy person in their 40s like that dies in their sleep and they can't determine how they died, they do an autopsy. And the family can't do nothing about it. It's not their choice. I listened to a medical examiner this morning. It's not their choice. This is that medical examiner's fault that they didn't do an autopsy. Something's weird. I bet that lady, it was a lady, a medical examiner, I bet she knew the family. Bet you my life. I think she's not a medical examiner there anymore. Upside down smile. Yep. Permanent frown. What do she in Chad? What, Jermaine, what did she see in Chad Daybell? I don't know. I think Chad Daybell is a manipulator. He's a manipulator. He knows that the end of the world's not coming in July 2020. He knows that. He just, he's a cult leader. You know how they do. Lori Vallow's got something mentally wrong with her. She's got some kind of mental illness. I believe she's schizophrenic. I'd like to know, and I'm going to keep saying this, if she's a celestial being and she can teleport, won't she teleport her ass out of jail? To a private island or something, you know? It's crazy. Scott Rash called it M&M's lipstick. Yeah, hey, girls, they will use M&M's and stuff for lipstick in jail. They will also take a lead pencil and they'll scratch that lead pencil up against, you know, their bed or something, get it heated up and use it for eyeliner. And used to, when they allowed greeting cards into the jail here in my area, if there was a greeting card they got and it had glitter on it, they'd use that for eyeshadow. Rub their finger over the glitter and put it on their eyelids. So we got one more thing to talk about this morning before I sign off, and that is Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic is going to be writing to President Trump, and he's going to ask for a pardon. I don't know if Trump will give him a pardon or not, to be honest. I don't think Joe Exotic needs to be in jail for the murder for hire plot. Hey, the hitman, that Allen guy, he has stated, hey, Joe got what he deserved. And I believe, in the way he says that, I take it as they set Joe up. I really firmly believe they set him up. I do think he said stuff like, yeah, I'd like to get rid of Carol, get her out of my way, blah, blah, blah. He talked a lot of crap. You know, he's one of them people that's got a mouth bigger than the Grand Canyon, says a lot of crap, but don't got the ass to back it up. But, you know, when this murder for hire plot kind of went away because the hitman didn't do it, I mean, he went to a strip club or whatever, and it kind of died down, Jeff Lowe brought it back up, got it going again, contacted Carol Baskin. Then Joe was set up. And Jeff Lowe admits to, you know, egging Joe on the phone just to get him to talk. See, that should be against the law. I know when undercover cops are doing that murder for hire stuff and trying to get the person to talk, they'll ask them questions, but they don't egg them on. They will say, are you sure you want this done? They'll either say yes or no. They don't egg them on and, you know, stuff like that. It's against the law to do that. I wouldn't do well in jail just saying, yeah, jail sucks. I'd die laughing if Lori put her eye out making pencil eyeliner. Andrew, you're so bad. Hey, look, she looked like to me, she had more than just lipstick and mascara on. Lori had foundation, powder on, and a little contour. I know, I'm obsessed with makeup. I could tell she did. I could tell she had foundation on. Her lawyer must have brought it to her. Of course, in some jails and prisons, you can order cosmetics. Our local jail, no. You cannot order any cosmetics. Just like shampoo, stuff like that. I think he was set up too. Yeah, like, how dumb would it have been if Joe had Carol killed? Investigators would have went straight to him. You know, they always look, hey, who did this person have problems with? They would have went straight to Joe. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. I don't know if he abused animals or not. I'd have to see some proof of that. I know animals weren't treated right at the zoo, but I do think that Joe loved animals. And he started off trying to do the right thing and just really got off track with arguing, with dispute with Carol and getting greedy and stuff. Actually, I don't think anyone should own a tiger. unless it's a zoo like the Bronx Zoo. Teaches conservation. I love the Bronx Zoo. Oh, let me tell y'all about another show on Animal Planet real quick that y'all would love. It's called Saved by the Barn. Saved by the Barn. And this guy rescues all kinds of different farm animals. Rabbits, goats, they all have a name. And that is a true animal sanctuary. Not like Carol Baskin's Sucky Ass Sanctuary. Maybe Lori will auction off that makeup for her defense. Yeah, she can't find nobody that wants to bond her out of jail. No bondsman wants to work with her. And it's because she won't produce her kids and show everyone that they're safe. I don't think they're safe. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong and the kids turn out safe, I'll say, hey, guys, I was wrong. I apologize. But I don't think I am. My gut feelings about these true crime cases are usually always right. Just like when the Dimel brothers went missing, I think that was up in Wisconsin. I told everybody exactly what happened, and when the truth came out, that's what happened. This guy was ripping them off. They went to confront him about it, check on some cattle, whatever, and that guy killed him. I heard they're coming out with the movie Joe Exotic. Nicolas Cage plays him. Yes, Tremaine, you're right. Nicolas Cage is going to play Joe Exotic. I would have preferred, oh gosh, what's the guy? David Spade to play Joe myself. I just think it would have been a better choice, David Spade, because David Spade has done all these interviews with Tiger King cast. I would like to believe Tally ran away and took JJ along to hide from the crazy mother. Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, after that day that they went to Yellowstone Park and they took a couple pictures, Tally was never seen again or heard from again. JJ was seen later on that month, but she wasn't. And Alex Cox was with them at Yellowstone Park that day. So I think Lori separated herself and JJ from Alex and Tylee, and Alex killed Tylee that day in Yellowstone Park. That's my theory. That's only my opinion, guys. My uncle drinks Captain Morgan. Have I ever drank Captain Morgan? I don't think so, Lightfeather. I don't think I've ever drank that. Yes, David Spade could pull it off. Yeah. Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Yeah. Timothy thinks she fed him to the tigers. I don't think that. I think she had help from Kenneth Barr, Don Lewis's right-hand man. And I think Kenneth did the murder and disposed of the body. Tylee is 17, maybe 18 by now. If she knows the whole world is looking for them, she would have shown herself by now, at least to Cody. Yeah. Hey, I could be wrong. Like, I thought Jamie Kloss was dead. She wasn't. She was hid under some freak's bed. Broke in, killed her parents, and abducted her. So I could be wrong about this because I was wrong about that case. But it's just, most of the time when people go missing, most of the time they are deceased, unfortunately. But I think Tylee, as strong-willed as she is, as independent and smart as she is, she would have escaped wherever she was being held by now. That's what I think. So they say, watch that link. Okay, I'm going to push it on my phone. Oh my gosh, that's a Joe Exotic. That's a Joe Exotic parody. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, y'all watch that link when you get off here. Here, I'll post it again. I'll watch it when I get off here. She'd at least have a phone by now. Well, see, Tylee's phone, Jane, was found on Lori in Hawaii. And Tylee's debit card. Of course, she had Tylee's debit card because Tylee dropped money from her father that passed away, survivor's benefits. You know, if a kid loses a parent, they draw survivor's benefits. Lori was banking on Charles Vallow being killed, collecting that insurance money. Tammy Daybell died, collecting that insurance money, but it didn't go as planned because Charles had changed the beneficiary to his sister, Kay Woodcock. So I'm assuming Kay and Larry Woodcock's daughter is the one that is biological, JJ's biological mom. She must have some kind of problems, drug problems, whatever. And so Charles and Lori adopted JJ. They just thought, you know, Kay and them just thought that Charles and Lori was younger and good parents and could take better care of him, I guess. Boy, was they wrong about that, but they didn't have no idea. Yeah, I think they're dead. Wish they weren't, but that's what I believe. That's exactly the way I think too, Jane. I just really believe that they're deceased. I hope they're not. I hope and pray I'm wrong. You know, I don't want to be right about it. But I just feel like they would have been produced by now. Especially Lori sitting in jail. She's not going to get out of jail unless she produces those kids. And then she's probably still going to be charged with something if they are safe. She's charged with child abandonment. I think I said hey to Very Mary. I saw her in the chat. Sorry about that, Very Mary. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to give my son's bedroom back to him. He's so sweet. He's like, Mom, you can use my room in the mornings. It's a live stream. But anyways, I'm going to be doing a shout-out video for the new channel members. Well, I'm going to be shouting everybody out, but I got to add their names to it. Try to find a creative way to do it. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Thanks for chatting. I love and appreciate you all that support me. I really do. I know a lot of people say that on here. I really do. I'm very appreciative to everyone. To everyone that comes and chats, you know, joins the channel membership, just does anything that supports me. I really appreciate it. And before I forget, Karen Duffy, if you hear this, comment and let me know you're okay. I've been missing you and I've been concerned. Timothy is a good boy. Yes, he really is. I told him, I said, I don't mind you joining in our conversations if I'm doing a members only chat because I know exactly who's watching us. You know, if we're talking about Tiger King or something. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Peace and love. Love you guys. See y'all in the morning, Lord willing. Oh, yeah. And let me just say real quick, Emily and Never Lose Hope. Thank you guys for the donations yesterday. I appreciate it. Bye.